chase that cheat.
Starting at point guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 0, King.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Zachary Rizichet.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. They'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizichet. And there's Porzingis, and it's Grantham in at power forward. And for the Pelicans, they've got Charles Bassey. Lou Dort out there with Bridges. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the 2 spot. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If 1 or 2 guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the screen. Bridges outside. Here's King. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Pass to Porzingis, and it's blocked. They get it back. Here's Rizichet. Screen by Porzingis. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
King, that's good. King's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And it's King with the rebound.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's King. His last outing with 20 points. 6 on the shot clock. They swipe it. To the inside. Pass to Rizichet. The Hawks working the ball around. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Grantham. No good on the 3. Here's King. He has 5. To the paint. Here's Bassett. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Tough call. Defended by Bridges. After Rizashea. King with the block. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Great read from Dort there. An intelligent player who hustles on defense and distracts shooters.
Rizashea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Grantham. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Daniels. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's a really important shot for Dan. This team needs him to shoot the ball with confidence.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Pelicans. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can work a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. And the Hawks with possession here. The Pelicans make their last shot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Porzingis can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. King outside. Lays it up off the glass. King's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Topcar. Pelicans pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Here we are now past the midway point of the season, Tim. What kinds of things are you focusing on right now as you take a look at the league?
Well, Kevin, this is where teams separate. There's 2 paths. Teams that are starting to get themselves ready for a playoff run, and those that are starting to think about their next offseason and angling for a good draft position.
And teams trying to peak at the right. So for the Pelicans, Mamba is checked in for Charles Bassey. And King subbed in for George. And the Hawks making a change here. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
King, the pass to Flanders. From the low block, here's Marks. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You have to defend the 3-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Nemhard with it. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Mr. Porzingis. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Pelicans leading by 5. King, the pass to Flanders. Now here's King. Down low, Marks. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking the rag to great effect.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's Nemhard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Whitehead. Nemhard, the pass to Okongwu. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Atlanta making a switch here. Martin's checked in. It's Nembhard on the wing. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 2. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
King, the pass to Flanders. Cranes the three-pointer. Flanders has got 5 points so far.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the Hawks making a change here. Clemens is checked in. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at New Orleans. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And I think for New Orleans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
The Hawks working the ball around. Inside. Here's Okongwu. Bamba with the block.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Flanders. 6 to shoot. Now King. A fader. Good on the bucket. He's got 13.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Bridges. Nembhard against King. Goes back up. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Over to the left wing. Nembhard for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Pass to Marks. Now King. 1:32 left in the first quarter. Nembhard grabs the board.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Here's Clemens. James left side. Pass to Okongwu. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. In third, the Pelicans.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And we talk about winning games at the margins all the time. That's exactly what they're doing because they are throwing bodies on the offensive glass.
And that one's good. James.
For 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Bridget. Put it down hard.
Watch out below. Woo!
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Whitehead. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
King outside. Just 3 on the clock. And it's good on the layup. Kings got 17 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so it's New Orleans, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
They've got Marks. Bridges out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at shooting guard. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. King, right side. Shoots over Nembhard. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Bamba with the block.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Bridges outside. Another shot. To the left wing. New Orleans moving it around. Flanders knocks down the three ball. 8 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Nembhard shot is good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
King against Nembhard. King, that's good. King's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
To Nembhard. Fires the three. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Nembhard's got 9.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
There's the lob to Bridges. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
You take a look at Reza Shea, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Okongwu.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bamba a screen on Nembhard. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
5 on the clock. King, the pass to Bridges. Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up!
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. Rizachet with it. He's against Bridges. Okongwu with the screen for James. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Back to Rizachet. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. King, the pass to Bamba. Rebounded by the Hawks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Bamba sets a screen to the middle. Picked off in midair. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Here's Topcar. Good, and the assist goes to James. He's got 5.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Now here's King. He's got 21. And he makes that one. King's got 6 in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Nemhard. Now Rizachet. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Bamba with the block. And they get it back. Flanders the pass to King. Here's Flanders. Bridges a screen on Nemhard. Flanders the pass to King. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Rizachet, defended by Bridges, to the inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Rizachet. Rizachet has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Flanders. Bridges a screen on Nemhard. Back to King. Here's Flanders. King outside. Bridges misses. The Hawks trail by 8. To the paint. Stolen by Bamba. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Marks has got 10 points.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Okongwu with the screen for Nemhard. Back to Rizachet. Shoots over Bridges. It's rebounded by New Orleans. King's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Flanders. And here is Bamba. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's King. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Pelicans leading by 13. King, the pass to Flanders. Fires for three. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. On the wing, Daniels. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to James. Fires the three. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They set the pick. Hits the target from 18 feet. King's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Can they get it? As he pulls it in.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
King outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Passing, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Pass to Grantham. Shoots the three. Pelicans with the rebound. Bassey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
1:21 left here in the second. Outside Daniels. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Pelicans leading by 17. Flanders hands it from downtown. Flanders has got 11 points.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his 2nd in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
James outside. Over Marks. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
King outside. Isaac outside. Misses the three.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Pass to Grantham. In the corner, it's James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. James has got 6 here in this quarter. King outside. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jumper.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're measuring up the shot. So close, so close. One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Hello everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA. Players are always shuffling around the league. You fellas ever have trouble keeping track?
No, not me, Ernie. I have a foolproof system for knowing who plays for which team or who got traded where. It works every single time.
Yeah, I think I got the same system, Kenny. It's called Ask Ernie.
Yep, and that's the one.
Why do I feel like I'm the only one doing any work around here? And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Pelicans.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl.
At a barbecue?
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Well, his activity has set the tone, blocking and altering shots.
Pelicans leading by 19 points. On the court for Atlanta, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And there's Porzingis, and it's Grantham in at the four-man position. King, the pass to Dort. Clock at 6. Back to Rizachet. Pass to Grantham. Now Daniels puts up a 3, and it's King with the rebound. King's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bridges a screen on Daniel. Here's King, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. The Hawks trail by 21. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Rizachet. Drills the three-pointer. Rizachet's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's King. Here's Flanders. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Flanders. He's got 11. They get it again. Out to Bridges. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Slim picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Pelicans fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pelicans new dance team.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Miles Bridges.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Bassie. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Bridges for three. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Rizichet, defended by Dort.
Playing. First personal foul. Second team foul.
New Orleans on D. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now King, he has 35. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Pass to Grantham. Here's Rizichet. Shot clock at 5. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
And here is King. 37 points for him. Bridges, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 11.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Back to Daniels. To end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, it's one of his favorite spots right there. Daniels using his reach to get himself an easy bucket inside.
King, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Atlanta calls timeout. Marks, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Pelicans, number 1.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
King with it, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force to the left side wing. Fires from 18. Again, the Pelicans score.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
And that one's good. Rizichet.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Back to King. Here's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Shoots over King, and that one hits back iron. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Bridges. Back to King. Over Daniels. King's shot is off.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys?
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Traps in the tray. Rizachet's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Bridges, right side. Rizachet with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Topcar, and he converts the layup. He has 7.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
New Orleans leading by 18. Pass to Marks. Back to King. Dort wide open. To end the cold streak. Now, here's Bridges. Dort with a screen for Bridges. Shoots over Rizachet. Bridges misses. The Hawks trail by 18. Lets the 3 fly. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Dort. Back to King from downtown. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Okongwu with the screen for Nembhard. Tough call. King with the block. They double him with James. King the pass to Bassey. Dort kicks it over to Marks. Shoots over Nembhard. Marks, no good.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Rizachet. He's got 17. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
King against Nembhard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
So the wing on the left. Here's Marks. Clemens with the rebound. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Nembhard against King. Pass to Clemens. There's the pick. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Now, here's Okongwu. Covered by Bamba. Here's Clemens. 1:14 left in the third. Here's Nembhard. Rebounded by Isaac. Pelicans leading by 19. On the wing, he has yet to score. Pass to Marks, launches it. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. James, right side. There's Whitehead. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Bamba with the block. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
The Hawks trail by 21. Nembhard, the pass to Whitehead. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Bamba passes to Isaac. Out to the wing. Here's King. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Muhammad Bamba. Then it's King, and it's Marks in at the 2 guard. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's King. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. Shot clock at 6. Outside, James. Good on the 3-point shot.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Pass to Tucker. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Whitehead. Now, Reza Shea. He's covered by Isaac. Okongwu with a screen on Isaac. Marks grabs the board. Marks has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Now here's James, guarded closely. Out left to the wing. Reza Shea wide open. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Marks. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Down low, Reza Shea. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Reza Shea's got 4 points this quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Right wing, here's Tucker. The offensive rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
After Shea. It's Nembhard on the wing. Okongwu with the screen for Nembhard. Now Shea. Three-pointers off the mark. Here's Marks, covered by Okongwu. Now Isaac. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Down low. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now here's King. Pass to Marks. And here's Tucker. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Shea, guarded by Tucker. A 3-ball. And it's Shea missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Tucker. Isaac outside. Back to Tucker. Now here's Isaac. King inside. Nembhard grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 20, and Slim picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Pass to Flanders. And it's off from 3-point range. The Hawks trail by 20. Now, Shea. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. And there's the call on Shea. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Atlanta making some changes. Grantham's checked in. And Daniels subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Flanders. He's covered by Daniels. King outside. Pass to Flanders. There's the pick from past the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Pass to Shea. To end the drought, grabs the miss.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pass to Flanders. It's Dort on the wing. That three off the mark.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
They set the screen. Back to Daniels. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. Here's Ricochet. The Hawks again can't hit. Pelicans leading by 20. Pass to Bassie. Here's Flanders. Pulls up. And it's Ricochet with the rebound. Ricochet's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Stolen. Bassie with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. King outside. Pass to Flanders.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
No good with the triple. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you want to shoot the ball with?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Slim.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. To the inside. Here's Grantham. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Out to Bridges. Lets it go with the 3. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes it back.
Here's Ricochet, defended by Dort. Back to Ricochet. 6 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pelicans leading by 23.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Flanders the pass to King. Bridges a screen on Porzingis. Bridges up top. Back to King. To the middle. It's deflected. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. The Hawks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Slim.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.